right, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Bahashan Rachai Kudash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, and what I want to go into today is blind faith, man. You know, we're gonna have to have blind faith. All right, and in the times to come, it's going to require us to have blind faith, man. And when you receive counsel, or the Most High give you a sign, or just whatever it may be, we're going to need blind faith, man. All right, because we're going to know what's right and what's wrong. All right, pursuant to the prophecies, pursuant to the scriptures, as pertaining to the MOTB, right? But we're not going to know what's going to happen once we refuse to take the MOTB, or once we get shut out of the system for not taking the MOTB. You see, once we get choked out of the system for not taking the jab, so we can't be worried about our families. All right, we can't be worried about where we're gonna live at. All we know is that we can't take the MOTB. All right. All we know is that when it's time to make a move, it's time to make a move. All right? Like as it says in the scriptures, all right, we walk by faith, not by sight. And as it also says, I think it's in Habakkuk, the just to live by his faith, man. All right? See, your faith, like, you know, you got this movie Scarface, right? All right? And in the movie, the character Tony Montana said this famous quote: all I have in this world is my word and my balls. But your faith is like your balls, man. All right? As a matter of fact, your faith is where you really get your balls from. It's where you get your confidence from. It's where you get your strength from. And that's what we're going to need, supreme faith in the time to come. But we don't have to know the logistics of how we're going to play everything out. Like you have doomsday preppers. They have these little simulations and they reenact, you know, of battles in their community, and they have all these logistics played out in these little pre-enactments, so to speak. All right, to prepare them for possible scenarios, you know, as to how things are gonna play out. But long story short, we don't really know how things are gonna play out to counter anything. We know it's wise to have silver. We know it's good to have a little food in your house, but we don't know how long we're gonna have food. I mean, we don't know how long we're gonna be in our houses. You know, we don't know if we're gonna be in a situation to where we could utilize silver. We know it's wise to have those things, and we should get it, but we can't map out exactly how we're gonna maneuver in the times to come, because it's about to be hell on earth. It's about to be hell on earth. All right, you have to meditate on the gravity of what it means in Jeremiah when it says, when it refers to the time of Jacob's trouble, and when it says that it's going to be a time like there has never been. You have to understand, on the planet Earth, and mainly in America, all right, it's going to be death, and brothers are going to be situated in different places for safety, but all around those brothers, it's going to be death. It's going to be hell on earth, all right, and it's going to be temptations. Brothers going to have offspring, and y'all going to be tested. Y'all going to be tested because you refuse to take the jab, and you refuse to take the MOTB. Like, certain cities are having severe mandates that basically you want to partake in the joy of Babylon. If you want to go to a bar or a club or a movie or go to a gym, all right, you're going to have the jab. Well, that just translates over to us that it's time to unplug. But the Most High has already put the spirit on brothers, for the most part, to unplug from Babylon, to where we don't care if we can't go to a bar without Maxine papers. All right, if it take Maxine papers, all right, to go to a bar, fuck the damn bar. It ain't that serious, man. And brothers should be trying to finesse their way in situations that is not important. And for your job, that's different. But just this, hey, peep game, follow the signs and unplug, man. All right? But we're coming into a time Well, we're gonna have to have blind faith, man. All right. You know, in Hebrews, the 11th chapter, it goes into different examples of the legends in the Bible, our forefathers who operated off faith. Whether it was Abraham, all right, whether it was Moses, all right, or the certain prophets. Y'all maneuvered off faith. Moses took a great loss, man. Moses was basically the second in command over Egypt. He was like Colin Powell. How Colin Powell was, if not more, but in Egypt. And he sacrificed that great position, all right? He sacrificed that great position just to suffer with his people because he knew about the promise to come. So if Moses could sacrifice that great position, all right, and suffer with his people temporarily, then to dwell with the short pleasures of Egypt, as it says in the scriptures, how much more should we be able to sacrifice a little mediocre job, you know, sacrifice a relationship with a woman when it's time to, man? We know a lot of these women, they're going to take that jab and they're going to ultimately take the MOTB. So you know it's a clock ticking, you know? So we got to be willing to let go of mediocre things because our forefathers, they set the precedent by letting go of bigger things, man. Abraham was about to sacrifice his son Isaac, all right? Some brothers, they're going to have to let their wife or their real take their little ones, man. And they're not going to see them to the kingdom. But Abraham was about to slaughter his son Isaac. He was being tempted by Yahweh Shema Shai. He passed the test. But a lot of us, we're not going to see our families again, but fuck it. All right? Because the thing is faith. All right? You're not going to be saved by how many scriptures you know. You're not going to be saved based on how deep you are. You're going to be saved by your faith because it's your faith that's going to keep you going. All right? But if you notice, one thing that a lot of these men had in common in the book of Hebrews, the 11th chapter, was that they were willing to let go of attachments. See, faith allows you to let go of attachments. We have attachments in this world that we have to let go, and the Most High is showing a lot of brothers how much attached to things they are, how much attached they are. You know, a lot of us didn't realize how attached we were to some of these mundane things, man. But our forefathers already set the precedent that we have to be willing to detach. All right? But the thing that empowers you to detach from something is the faith of greater things to come. All right? That's why the scriptures speak on letting our eye be single. And we're looking at what's behind us, but what's ahead of us. Because that gives you the fortitude and the courage to detach from your present situation. You know, like I said, it's about to be hard times on the planet Earth. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be dangerous, man. We're coming into perilous times. But we're gonna have to maneuver off our faith, man, and have faith that Yahweh Shema Shai is with us. But a lot of moves will have to be made during that time and before that time, and it's gonna require detaching from this present world, man. And you know, and we have to be willing to do it because we came into this knowledge. We made an oath. We basically made an oath in the spirit. We made a vow that basically we were willing to let everything go for salvation. All right? See? That's what it means to be devout. The word devout goes back to the word vow. We made a vow that we was going to sacrifice our life and our livelihood and everything else for Yahweh Shema Shai in his name. All right? So, like I said, we know what to do when it comes to the MOTB and making moves. We can't sit there and meditate on the logistics of, well, if I do this, then this might happen. Or if I do this, how I'm going to do this. You just got to have blind faith to make the move because that's what the Most High wants you to do. And trust that He is, man. Be still and know that I am Yahweh. Well, be still and know that He is Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That I'm not powerful. I'm not potent. All right? I'm omniscient, all-knowing. I'm not present. So He's everywhere. He's all-knowing. He's all-powerful. And He knows the cares of His elect. All right? But we just got to have blind faith and not worry about the outcome. And like they say in the world, fuck how it turned out, man. You're going to have to use that on the positive end now. With that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give out honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashim Hakudash, double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great minister who rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of everything elect. With that, Abba Baal, come Yashala, Shalom.